Dear students, good morning everybody. Today we are going to discuss Block 20 LP2 using a dictionary. Aim of today's class is to find the meanings of unfamiliar words using a dictionary. Keywords are details, dictionary, exact and facts. What is the meaning of procrastination? Can we use context clues to find its meaning? Why or why not? We see that the word ends with suffix shan, so it must be a noun. But there are no other word clues to find its meaning. So today we will finish reading of the biography and find meanings of new words using a dictionary. So all of you go to the page number 108 of English content book. Read it silently, underline all the new words that you come across and use the dictionary to find their meaning. Also circle any key facts and details about Charles Lindbergh. Now we go through the reading of the remaining part of the lesson of page number 108. So here Lindbergh had to rely on only a clock and compass because navigation equipment for planes at that time was not very good. Pilots and ship captains often looked at the stars to help them navigate, but in planes like the Spirit of St. Louis, the wings of the plane blocked the view of the sky. This made it impossible to see the stars. That meant that pilots were flying nearly blind. A year after his historic flight, Lindbergh got lost while flying in the Spirit of St. Louis. His compass had failed. This experience troubled him so much that he wrote about it in his autobiography. Over Florida, my magnetic compass rotated without stopping. I had no idea whether I was flying north, south, east, or west. A few stars directly overhead were dimly visible through the haze, but they formed no constellation I could recognize. Where could I be? If this had happened over the Atlantic, Lindbergh would have been lost at sea. His name would have been forgotten. His nearly tragic trip, however, turned out to be important for the future of air navigation. After his compass error, Lindbergh wanted to find better ways to navigate in airplanes so that people did not have to rely only on compasses. A few months later, he met a young man named Philip Weems. They worked together to change the world of flying. Not surprisingly, most Americans assumed Lindbergh was already an expert in everything about flying. Everyone was surprised to learn that he needed training in navigation. When the great Charles Lindbergh admitted that he needed training, many other pilots realized how little they all knew about air navigation. With Lindbergh as its first student, pilots began training with a new set of tools called the Weems system of navigation. Pilots still needed to use the compass, but they were not completely lost if there was a compass error. Lindbergh was a student willing to learn Weems' new tools. He was also humble enough to let his experience of getting lost serve as an example to other pilots. As a result, pilots were quick to learn about the new system of air navigation. Many pilots today still use Weems' system along with compasses to navigate in the air. Now we go for analysis part. What are some of the new words for which you used dictionary? We found meanings of words like constellation, historic, and dimly from the dictionary. How did you find out what kind of word it is? We can identify the part of speech by looking at the suffix. For example, shun tells us that constellation is probably a noun. The suffix ly tells us that dimly is an adverb, and the suffix ic tells us that historic is an adjective. So, we can also use the dictionary to find out if a word is a noun, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. What important contribution did Charles Lindbergh make to science? Charles Lindbergh helped improve the air navigation system by testing many new types of equipment. When do we use a dictionary to find meanings? So we have to use a dictionary when context clues are not helping or when you want to know the exact meaning. Yes or no? So when should we not use a dictionary? We should not use a dictionary when we can figure out the meaning from context clues. Why should we not use a dictionary too often while reading? It takes time to search for a word and find its meaning in a dictionary. So if you do this too often while reading, it will break out flow and we will forget what we were reading about. So next we go for application part. So all of you open English workbook volume 3 of page number 21. Okay, so here you will come across yes 2. So here question number 1 is fill in the table using a dictionary. So here he has given few words and we have to write the meaning and type of the word. An example he has given. So historic, meaning is famous or important in history. Type of word is adjective. Question number 2. Fill in the fact chart with details about Charles Lindbergh's life. Use the new words from the above table in the fact chart. So here you should write the details about Charles Lindbergh's life. First, education and occupation. Next, qualities. Next, interesting facts. Then, contribution to science. Question number 3 is, what does the word autobiography mean? Will you use a dictionary or context clues to decode its meaning? Why? So this completes your Block 20 LP2. Thank you.